who's back? It's me. Hey, guys. It's been a hectic couple of months. Hence, I haven't put anything on this vlog. Ever since I posted that first video, that introductory video, I have been going through the most. And everything that has been going on, I haven't been able to record it. Most of it, I couldn't really record it because it was business related. Most of it was things that I could not disclose, things that I could not talk about, and hence the silence. As for the personal side, that one I would like to sincerely apologize for not keeping you guys on the loop. And today I would like to tell you guys that I am officially back. I hope I'm going to be as consistent as I can be. So help me God. So help me God. I should be consistent. I'd also like to apologize to the sound. I can't find my mic, guys. I cannot, and I am so hurt. I can't find the mic, so the sound, at least bear with me for today. But ever since we talked about what I would like to do with this introductory, this vlog, in that first introductory video, today I just felt I should just take the time to chat with you, have a chat with my people about just business in general, registration of businesses. Most of us don't really know the processes of registering a business, especially when you're so young and so intimidated. You're not well informed about the necessary things that need to be done and taken in order to get the business up and running. So I'm hoping in this short video today, I can just touch up on a few of my experiences of when I started this small linear company of mine that I am running. Yes. And maybe share with you what are the basic things that you need to do as a person if you want to be on the right track. So, okay, most of the time, if you want to start a business, it's just an idea. You just scrolling around, you're Googling how to start a business, how to build a business, how to do those other things. But the actions, the work that you actually need to put into doing and getting that business up and running is, it can be hectic, but it's not hectic. It's just that it needs a lot of patience from your side. It needs you to be dedicated because the processes can really test you to the core. And if we are not really ready to be tested, hi, then you're in the wrong fields. Just stick to other things and not try to be in this business world. So the first one really I would like to talk about, and is the most important one. The first thing you need to do is get that business formally registered. You can say you want a business and then you can start. Someone will just say, no, just take something and start doing it. But if you want it to be formally recognized in the government and everything, you need to formally register your business. And by registering, I mean you need to go to the office, or if they have websites or everything or portals, just log into that portal and do the steps. They usually have a step by step of how to do those things, and they are very easy, they are very straightforward. They will let you know what documentation they want you to upload and all. And another thing that I'd like you guys to understand is that most times there are people that are called company secretaries, or just general people who convince you that this process is not for the faint-hearted, and they will make sure that they put it in your head that you can't do it yourself. Someone will come to you and tell you, okay, no, I can help you with this registration. Just give me this and this amount, and I will do everything for you. Most of these things you can't do them yourself, and they will pitch and pitch and pitch and smooth talk you until you just let it go, put your money on, give your money to them, and then let them do. Guys, let's not be played. I think we are in difficult times now, and I would like to tell you that registering a business for yourself is very, very possible. You don't need to, it doesn't need to be done by someone else. You just need to be dedicated to your process. So stop being told by people that you need to pay them to do those processes for you. I am a very action oriented person. I like to do things myself and I like to check my things for me. Of course, you need to engage people here and there because of those formal documentations that you need to be submitted. You cannot write them yourself, you cannot draft them yourself. So you will need to involve a company secretary here for those official documentations. But anything else besides documentations that needs to be stamped or signed by a company secretary, you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. It's not difficult. And do not be afraid to just call the helplines and ask for assistance if you get stuck or you're doing it online and everything. So that part, I would like to tell you that it is very easy. Don't be afraid. Just do it as it should be. So here we go. Step number one, registering your business. You need to create your profile on the website, on the portal. Your account, I mean, you need to create an account. It is not difficult. It is just an email address and you create a password, verify it, and then you're good to go. You don't need to pay for it. It is just as simple as that. Also, you need to reserve a company name. Usually they used to ask for at least three names, but now I've realized that they've since made it one. Once you enter that one business name that you'd like to reserve, it will give you a small notification just below it. It automatically checks if that business name is already in the database, and if it's not there, it will tell you that that business name is not in use, so you can proceed with that. So you need to reserve a business name, whichever one you want to use, and then enter the other relevant details I would want you to enter and then just submit. It's as simple as that. Reserve a name, enter the necessary details, and then pay the small. It's a very small fee. Yeah, you need to pay a fee, but it's not more than $50. It is not more than $50. So once you reserve the name and you see that it is available, you pay for it, and then it's a process that usually takes about 24 hours. In the next 24 hours, they'll let you know that your name reservation is successful, so you can go ahead and register the company using that name. So you have to wait for that email. After you get that email, then you can start the registration process of entering all the other details that is related to that company. So the things that I know for sure that you need to have in hand is your certified ID, a certified ID document, a copy of your ID, and it needs to be certified. Usually, it's very big on certification because making a copy can be very easy. So make sure it is certified because you're gonna need to upload it, and then you also need to enter other relevant details such as the business address. If you have an office that you have already paid for, that you'll be using to run your business, you need to enter the address, and then you need to enter who you have appointed as a secretary. You see, this is where you will need a secretary because you need to pay for their services in order for you to appoint them to be your company secretary. So it's someone that you would have talked to before, that hey, you're a secretary, may I please appoint you to be my company secretary. So this will be the person that will be formally doing your documentation. Of course, they have a fee also that you need to pay for, so you need to pay them that fee before you can actually go and use their name for your company. So you need to enter the business address, your company secretary, and then your director's information. That is every person that is going to be a director in that business. You need to enter their full names. There are certified copies of IDs or passports, whatever it is, and then their addresses. And then you also need to enter information that will be the shares of the company. If there's only one person of you that is in that business, you can write your share allocation, which will be maybe 100%, 1,000, 3,000, however you agree with your company secretary that you are going to use. But if there's more than one of you, there's two of you, there's three of you in the share um, information, you need to enter how many shares each person is allocated within that company. So if there's two of you and you're going 50-50 on the business, then you're going to write the shareholders' names, and then shareholding amount to be 50%, and then the other one will be 50%. That is mostly what I understand will be the most important information that you need when you are registering the business, the company officially. From then, you just need to pay the fee. When you're doing this on the website, you don't need to pay someone else like you said. Usually there'll be a section where you can pay using your Visa card, and you can just enter your card numbers and your CVV numbers, and then the payment will be automatically paid, and then click submit. They send you the receipt, and then you have registered your business. So from then, you also need to wait for an official email from the Register of Companies that your company has been officially registered. You can go on, proceed, and use the company. So until you receive that email that the company is registered and it is ready to be utilized, you cannot do anything. Unfortunately, you need to wait for that approval, because without that approval, you won't be able to get your certificate of incorporation, and you won't be able to get your company extract. A company extract is just a page or so that just highlights the information about your company. That is exactly the information that I talked about previously: your directors' names, addresses, your business addresses, the year it was registered, the month it was registered, and the company secretary, and all that. So until you get that information that the company is officially registered, then you're going to be able to get those kind of documents, and those are the documents that you're going to now use further and further in doing anything that is company related. All right. So now that we've got the company extract and the company certificate of incorporation, the next step now is you need to now go back to your company secretary, because the next step now is you need to open a company bank account. And to open a bank account, you cannot just walk into a bank and say, I want to open an account for my company. You need a letter from a company secretary that is going to highlight everything that needs to be associated with that bank account. So once you get those formal registration documents, go to your company secretary, and then they will draft you a letter. You can actually, before you can do that, you can just go around in the different banks and find out their requirements. Most of the requirements are different. Most of the opening fees are different. Most of um, what the services they provide for businesses are different. So just go around in the banks and then find out which one you think is suitable for you and your needs, and then go to your secretary. So when you are with your secretary, they need to write the letter that is written exactly which bank you're going to open that account at. So in that letter, since you have found a bank that you think, okay, no, these ones, the fees are fine, they have online banking, they have cell phone banking, they have everything for business accounts, you will then tell them, okay, here I am, I want to open a bank at, say, FNB, say ABSA or whatever. So in that letter, your company secretary, when they write it, they're going to write, or this so and so company would like to open a bank account with this bank, write that bank, and then they will need to also highlight exactly what should be associated with that bank account. Should you want it to be registered for online banking? Should you want a debit card? Who will be signing for the bank account? Would it be just a single person, or all the directors who are associated with the company need to be able to sign for any funds that is related to that bank? So that letter, from then, after you get it from your company secretary, you go back to your bank. That is what you're going to use to submit to open your business account. That is that letter, your official documentation for from that you got from company registration, your company extract, your certificate of incorporation, your share certificate, and then that letter from your secretary about opening a bank account. If there's anything else that I forgot, um, actually, if there is more than one person who will be signing for that bank account, all the people that are associated need to be there physically. So if there is two directors, there's three directors in your company, all three directors need to be there at the bank physically with you to open that business account. They cannot sign or fill in any form and then you come with them as a representative, but they need to be there for themselves. They need to sign those documents themselves at the bank. From then, after everything else has been assessed by the bank, they will usually ask you to activate the account with a certain fee. It can be $1,000, 1,100. It depends with each bank how much it is, which is the information that you should have found out before you actually went to your secretary for that letter to open that business account. So either $1,000, 1,100, I don't know. It depends on whichever bank that you want to be opening your business account with. So it's not a high amount because that amount that you're actually using to activate it usually belongs to the company. So it's not like they're taking it or anything. It is just there to activate your business account, and it will be available in your account from then onwards. All right. So now that we have opened the no the okay, now we're done with the bank account. Another important thing that I think you would like to know is that you would need to register at revenue for tax, and for tax you need to have every other information that is there. Before you actually open that bank account, you need to have that tax clearance certificate. A tax clearance certificate is just a certificate you get from the revenue office that this company is abiding by the tax regulations of the company and all. So you need that certificate for every single thing that you will do before we will associate to the business or the company, whatever it is that you have registered. So you need to reserve a business. As I close up, you need to reserve a name, wait for it to be approved, then register the company, wait for it to be approved, um, register for tax at revenue, wait for it to be approved, and you can be given a tax clearance certificate, and then open a business account. Those are the four main steps that you need to do before you can actually start doing anything with that company. Because wherever you go onwards, those are the documents that will be needed to do anything that is associated with your company. Wherever you go, whether it's a tender, submitting a tender, applying for anything other job, those are the most critical documents that you need to submit every time you do anything with your company. I think for today I'll stop there and then I can continue the rest of the process in another day. So I hope for today we have understood the most basic information that you need to do before a company can actually be start and running in full force. So remember guys, this is just my experience. It's something that I learned while I did for myself when I was doing my own company. It's not anyone's experience, it is just mine. So I hope this will be helpful for you in the future, and I'll see you in the next vlog.